Despite her historic win, the legacy of Hattie McDaniel is complex. Her portrayal of Mammy in Gone with the Wind brought her both praise and criticism. Many saw her Oscar as a breakthrough for African Americans in film, yet others argued that she perpetuated harmful stereotypes of black women. McDaniel navigated the turbulent waters of Hollywood, often accepting roles crafted from narrow and biased perspectives. This decision stirred heated debates about representation and the true cost of success for black actors at the time. While some celebrated her accomplishment, others felt it reinforced systemic racism in cinema. Additionally, McDaniel faced discrimination even after her success. Upon winning the Oscar, she was not allowed to sit with her fellow cast members at the ceremony, highlighting the ongoing racial divides, even in the space that celebrated her achievement. In later years, her career was impacted by the same forces that had initially propelled her. As societal attitudes shifted, the type of roles that were available for her diminished, leaving her in a tumultuous position within the industry she helped to change. McDaniel's legacy extended beyond her Oscar win. She became the first African American to be honored on a U.S. postage stamp, symbolizing her influence and the respect she commanded posthumously. This recognition marked a significant milestone in American history, showcasing her impact not only in film but also in society. Additionally, she was awarded 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, an honor few achieve, reflecting her remarkable contributions to the entertainment industry. These stars serve as a permanent reminder of her talent and the barriers she broke through during her career. In 1975, she was inducted into the Black Filmmakers Hall of Fame, further solidifying her role in paving the way for black artists in Hollywood. Her legacy was later recognized with her induction into the Colorado Women's Hall of Fame in 2010, highlighting her influence on future generations. These honors acknowledge her contributions to entertainment and her role in paving the way for black artists in Hollywood. Despite her remarkable talent and extensive career, Hattie McDaniel's name was credited in only 83 of the over 300 films she acted in. This significant disparity reveals the discriminatory practices that were rampant in Hollywood during her time. Black actors, including McDaniel, were often assigned to uncredited roles that were menial and lacked recognition. This situation highlights the systemic bias that existed in the film industry, where the contributions of black performers were frequently overlooked. Even though McDaniel's skills and dedication were evident in her performances, the industry's refusal to credit her on the same level as her white counterparts illustrates the deep-rooted racism and lack of respect that black actors faced. The limited recognition she received not only affected her career, but also reflected a broader issue of inequality in Hollywood. This pattern of exclusion and marginalization of black talent persisted for many years, shaping the experiences of countless actors who followed in her footsteps. The legacy of Hattie McDaniel serves as a reminder of the challenges faced by black artists in the entertainment industry and the ongoing need for change. Hattie McDaniel was born on June 10, 1893, in Wichita, Kansas, as the 13th child in a family of 14. Her parents, who were formerly enslaved, instilled in her a strong work ethic and resilience that would define her career. Her mother, Suzanne Holbert, was a gospel singer, and her father, Henry McDaniel, served as a private in the United States Colored Troops during the Civil War. Growing up in such a family, Hattie was surrounded by music and stories of struggle and perseverance. The family later moved to Colorado, seeking better opportunities, first settling in Fort Collins and then in Denver. This move was significant as it exposed Hattie to a broader cultural environment. Her upbringing in a family of gospel singers and Civil War veterans played a crucial role in her cultural and artistic development. The values of hard work and determination were deeply embedded in her from a young age, shaping her future endeavors in the entertainment industry. Hattie's early life experiences would later influence her performances and the roles she chose, reflecting the strength and resilience she learned from her family. McDaniel's career began with music, deeply influenced by her family's gospel background. Growing up in a household where music was a vital part of life, she developed a passion for singing and songwriting. Her brother Otis played a significant role in her early career by organizing minstrel shows, which were a popular form of entertainment during that time. Although these shows often reflected racial stereotypes, they provided Hattie with a valuable platform to showcase her talents and hone her craft. Through these performances, she gained experience and confidence, which would serve her well in her future endeavors. Later, she joined a Denver-based group called the Melody Hounds, where she further refined her singing and performance abilities. This group allowed her to explore her musical talents in a more structured environment, enhancing her skills and stage presence. In the 1920s, McDaniel made a significant leap in her career by performing on radio. This was a remarkable achievement, as she became one of the few black women to gain such visibility in the entertainment industry at that time. Her radio performances helped to broaden her audience and solidify her reputation as a talented artist. As she continued to develop her musical career, McDaniel laid the groundwork for her future success in acting, demonstrating her versatility and dedication to her craft. Her early experiences in music not only shaped her artistic identity, but also prepared her for the challenges she would face in the entertainment world. The stock market crash of 1929 marked a significant turning point in Hattie McDaniel's life. As the economy crumbled, many entertainment opportunities vanished, leaving her in a dire situation. To make ends meet, McDaniel had to take on janitorial work, a stark contrast to her dreams of performing. This period was a low point for her, filled with uncertainty and hardship. She had to set aside her aspirations temporarily, grappling with the reality of her circumstances. However, fate had a different plan in store for her. A chance opportunity arose when she was invited to perform at Sam Pick's Club in Milwaukee. Initially, she felt hesitant about stepping back into the spotlight, but the club's owner recognized her potential and allowed her to take the stage. Once she began to perform, her undeniable talent shone through, captivating the audience and quickly establishing her as a star attraction. This experience not only reignited her passion for performing, but also showcased her resilience in the face of adversity. McDaniel's journey through these struggles highlighted her determination and ability to rise above challenges, setting the stage for her future successes in the entertainment industry. In 1931, McDaniel made the bold decision to move to Los Angeles, driven by her desire to pursue acting opportunities and to be closer to her siblings who had already settled in the area. Hollywood was a land of dreams, offering the chance for greater visibility and potential roles that could elevate her career. However, the journey was not easy. The film industry was highly competitive, and racial bias posed significant challenges for African American actors. Despite these obstacles, McDaniel remained determined to succeed. To support herself while waiting for acting opportunities, she often took on jobs as a maid or cook. These roles were a means to an end, allowing her to pay the bills while she honed her craft and sought out auditions. Her resilience and commitment to her art were evident as she navigated the complexities of a racially divided industry. McDaniel's story is one of perseverance, showcasing her unwavering dedication to her passion for acting. McDaniel's first on-screen role was as a maid in The Golden West. This small role marked her entry into Hollywood films. It was a significant moment for her, as it opened the door to the film industry. Following this, she appeared in I'm No Angel, a film starring Mae West, who was one of the most prominent actresses of that time. Although these early roles were often uncredited, they were crucial in laying the groundwork for her career in Hollywood. Working alongside major stars allowed her to gain valuable industry experience. Each performance, no matter how small, helped her build a reputation and develop her craft. These initial roles showcased her talent and determination, setting the stage for her future successes. McDaniel's journey in Hollywood began with these foundational experiences, which would eventually lead her to become a celebrated actress. Her early work demonstrated her ability to shine even in minor parts, paving the way for greater opportunities in the years to come. In 1934, Hattie McDaniel took a significant step in her acting career by joining the Screen Actors Guild, known as SAG. This was a major milestone for any actor, particularly for a black actress during a time when the film industry was predominantly white and often discriminatory. By becoming a member of SAG, McDaniel gained access to more substantial roles that showcased her talent. Membership also provided her with a degree of protection against the rampant discrimination that black actors faced in Hollywood. With her Screen Actors Guild membership, McDaniel was able to demand proper credit for her work and seek fairer treatment on set. However, despite these advancements, she still encountered significant challenges as a black woman in an industry that often marginalized her. The barriers she faced were not easily overcome, and the struggle for equality in Hollywood continued. McDaniel's determination and resilience in the face of these obstacles made her a trailblazer for future generations of actors. Her journey within Screen Actors Guild highlighted both the progress made and the ongoing fight against racial discrimination in the entertainment world. The NAACP criticized McDaniel for accepting roles that reinforce racial stereotypes. They believed that her roles as a maid or servant perpetuated Hollywood's bias, and they urged black actors to refuse such roles. The organization argued that these portrayals negatively affected the image of black people and undermined their fight for equality. They felt that by taking on these roles, McDaniel was contributing to a cycle that limited the representation of black individuals in film and television. Despite the criticism, McDaniel believed that working within Hollywood's constraints was her only option to maintain her career and livelihood. She faced a difficult choice, as the opportunities for black actresses were severely limited during her time. McDaniel often expressed that she wanted to work and support herself, and she felt that refusing these roles would only lead to fewer chances in an already challenging industry. Her perspective highlighted the complex realities faced by black performers in a segregated society, where the desire for success often clashed with the need for dignity and representation. In Hollywood, Hattie McDaniel found a niche portraying sassy, strong-willed maids. These roles allowed her to showcase her comedic talent and assert her presence on screen. Despite the limitations of the era, McDaniel brought depth and humor to her characters, making them memorable and relatable. Her performances resonated with audiences who appreciated her ability to infuse life into stereotypical roles. Even as Hollywood often pigeonholed her, she managed to stand out through her unique style and charisma. McDaniel's portrayals were not just about fulfilling a role. They were about making a statement. She transformed the image of the maid from a mere background character into a figure of strength and wit. This signature style solidified her place in Hollywood history, allowing her to break barriers in an industry that often restricted African American actresses. Her work remains a testament to her talent and resilience, reflecting the complexities of race and gender in film. McDaniel's portrayal of Mammy in Gone with the Wind was a significant moment in film history. Her performance was both celebrated and controversial. While many praised her for bringing depth to the character, others criticized the role for reinforcing racial stereotypes. Despite the mixed reactions, McDaniel's work earned her the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, making her the first black actor to receive such an award. This achievement was a landmark moment, as it opened doors for future black performers in Hollywood. During her acceptance speech, McDaniel expressed heartfelt gratitude, acknowledging the importance of her win not just for herself, but for the black community. She spoke with pride about her accomplishments, highlighting the struggle for representation in an industry that often marginalized black talent. The duality of her win, seen as a victory by some and a reinforcement of stereotypes by others, reflects the complex nature of race and representation in American cinema. Her legacy continues to spark discussions about the roles available to black actors and the progress that still needs to be made. McDaniel attempted to tour with her Mammy character, a role that brought her fame but also sparked controversy. Many black audiences largely rejected this portrayal. They felt that the character of Mammy perpetuated negative stereotypes about African Americans and reinforced white audiences' perceptions of black servitude. This rejection was not just about the character itself, but reflected a deeper, more complex relationship between black audiences and Hollywood's portrayal of black characters. While McDaniel's performance in Gone with the Wind earned her an Academy Award, it also placed her in a difficult position. The Mammy character was often seen as a symbol of the subservient role that black people were expected to play in society. Many African Americans wanted to see more diverse and empowering representations of their culture and experiences. They believed that characters like Mammy did not accurately reflect their lives or aspirations. This tension highlighted the struggle for representation in the entertainment industry. Black audiences sought roles that showcased their dignity and humanity rather than reinforcing outdated stereotypes. McDaniel's experience illustrates the challenges faced by black actors in a system that often limited their opportunities and defined their roles in narrow ways. The rejection of her tour with the Mammy character serves as a reminder of the ongoing conversation about race, representation, and the impact of media on societal perceptions. McDaniel's success was celebrated but met with mixed emotions in the black community. While some saw her as a trailblazer, others felt that her roles compromised black dignity. This divided reception highlighted the tension between representation and respectability, as many black individuals struggled to reconcile her accomplishments with the nature of her roles. Hattie McDaniel became the first black person to win an Academy Award for her performance in Gone with the Wind. This achievement was a significant milestone in Hollywood history, Yet it also sparked debate. Some admired her for breaking barriers in a predominantly white industry, viewing her as a symbol of hope and progress. However, others criticized her for often portraying stereotypical characters, such as maids and servants, which they believed reinforced negative images of black people. This conflict within the community reflected broader issues of identity and the struggle for dignity in a society that often marginalized black voices. The complexity of McDaniel's legacy continues to resonate, as it raises questions about the roles black actors play and the impact of those roles on cultural perceptions. At the 12th Academy Awards in 1940, Hattie McDaniel made history as the first African American to win an Oscar. When she stepped up to the podium to accept her award for Best Supporting Actress for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind, her emotions were palpable. McDaniel delivered an acceptance speech that resonated deeply with many. She expressed her heartfelt gratitude to the Academy for the honor and spoke with pride about representing her race in such a prestigious setting. Her words reflected a commitment to her community, as she promised to be a credit to the black community. This moment was not just a personal triumph for McDaniel. It was a significant milestone in Hollywood history. Her speech was widely praised for its sincerity and grace, and it remains one of the most significant moments in Oscar history. McDaniel's acceptance speech continues to inspire and remind us of the importance of representation and the impact of breaking barriers in the entertainment industry. Despite her historic Oscar win, Hattie McDaniel faced segregation even during her moment of triumph. When she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Gone with the Wind, it was a groundbreaking achievement for an African-American actress. However, this victory was overshadowed by the harsh realities of racial discrimination. McDaniel was denied entry to a whites-only club where her co-stars celebrated the win. This incident highlighted the deep-seated racism that permeated Hollywood and society at large during that time. Throughout her career, McDaniel encountered numerous challenges due to her race. While she became a beloved figure for her performances, the roles she was offered often reinforced stereotypes. She was frequently cast in servant roles, which limited her opportunities to showcase her full range of talent. Despite her success, the acceptance she experienced in Hollywood was often conditional and fraught with barriers. Her experiences serve as a poignant reminder of the discrimination that many African American artists faced, even when they achieved significant milestones in their careers. McDaniel's Oscar win in 1940 for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind marked a significant moment in film history. She became the first black actress to receive an Academy Award, a groundbreaking achievement that highlighted her immense talent and the barriers she overcame in a racially divided society. However, this victory was bittersweet, as it underscored the limited opportunities available to black actors in Hollywood. For the next 50 years, McDaniel's achievement stood alone, with no other black actress winning an Oscar until Whoopi Goldberg in 1990. This long gap illustrated the slow progress in the film industry and the persistent challenges that black actors faced in gaining recognition and success. The lack of representation and the struggle for equality in Hollywood remained evident, as many talented black performers continued to be overlooked. McDaniel's legacy serves as a reminder of the hurdles that still exist and the importance of striving for change in the entertainment world. Her success in Hollywood allowed her to purchase a grand 17-room house, symbolizing her hard-won achievements in an industry that rarely rewarded black talent. This home was a testament to her resilience and success despite the industry's obstacles. Hattie McDaniel faced numerous challenges throughout her career, often being typecast in roles that reflected the limited opportunities available to black actresses at the time. Yet, she persevered and became the first African American to win an Academy Award for her role in Gone with the Wind. This recognition was not just a personal victory, it represented a breakthrough for black performers in a predominantly white industry. The house she bought was more than just a place to live. It was a symbol of her determination and the barriers she overcame. It stood as a reminder of her journey from humble beginnings to becoming a celebrated actress. Hattie McDaniel's legacy continues to inspire many, showing that success is possible even in the face of adversity. Hattie McDaniel experienced significant personal tragedies throughout her life, which deeply affected her. She married 4 times, each relationship bringing its own challenges and heartaches. One of the most devastating moments in her life was a false pregnancy. This experience left her feeling crushed and alone, highlighting the emotional toll that such a loss can take. Despite her success as an actress, These personal struggles often overshadowed her achievements. Balancing a demanding career in Hollywood with the weight of her personal experiences was not easy. McDaniel faced societal pressures and the expectations of her roles, which sometimes conflicted with her own desires and needs. The sacrifices she made for her career were immense, as she navigated through the pain of her losses while striving to maintain her public persona. Her journey reflects the resilience of a woman who, despite facing numerous hardships, continued to pursue her passion for acting. The combination of her professional life and personal tragedies paints a picture of a complex individual who made significant contributions to the film industry, while enduring profound personal challenges. In her later years, Hattie McDaniel's health began to decline significantly. She faced many challenges, including a battle with breast cancer, which ultimately led to her passing in 1952. McDaniel was a trailblazer in Hollywood, known for her remarkable talent and her role in breaking racial barriers in the film industry. Her contributions were not only recognized by her peers, but also by the thousands of fans who admired her work and the impact she had on the black community. When news of her death spread, it was met with deep sorrow from many who understood the significance of her legacy. Her funeral became a notable event, drawing a large crowd of friends, family, and fans who came to pay their respects. They gathered to honor her memory and celebrate her achievements, reflecting on how she paved the way for future generations of black actors and actresses. McDaniel's influence extended beyond her performances. She inspired many to pursue their dreams in an industry that often marginalized their voices. The love and respect shown at her funeral highlighted the profound impact she had on both Hollywood and society as a whole. Due to segregation laws in place at the time of her passing, Hattie McDaniel's wish to be buried in Hollywood Cemetery was denied. Instead, she was laid to rest at Rosedale Cemetery in Los Angeles. This decision reflected the racial barriers that existed in society, even for someone as accomplished as McDaniel, who was the first African American to win an Academy Award. Her contributions to film and her groundbreaking achievements were significant, yet the limitations of her time impacted her final resting place. In 1999, recognizing her legacy and the importance of her work, Hollywood Cemetery took steps to honor McDaniel. They erected a monument in her memory, acknowledging her contributions to the film industry and memorializing her in the place she had wished to be laid to rest. This act served not only as a tribute to her talent, but also as a reminder of the struggles she faced due to the racial injustices of her era. The monument stands as a testament to her enduring impact on Hollywood and the barriers she broke down for future generations of artists. McDaniel's Oscar, awarded for her role in Gone with the Wind, was a significant milestone in her career and a historic moment for African American performers. After winning the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in 1940, McDaniel's Oscar was given to Howard University, where it was meant to serve as an inspiration for future generations. However, the Oscar mysteriously disappeared in the 1960s or 1970s. Rumors have circulated that it was thrown into the Potomac River by civil rights activists who were protesting the way Hollywood portrayed African Americans. This act, whether true or not, reflects the complex legacy of McDaniel's career. While she achieved great success, her roles often reinforced stereotypes of African Americans in film. The loss of her Oscar adds another layer to the discussion about her contributions to the film industry and the ongoing struggle for representation and equality in Hollywood. McDaniel's achievements are both celebrated and critiqued, making her story a vital part of American cultural history. McDaniel's career was celebrated and criticized within the black community. She was a trailblazer, becoming the first African American to win an Academy Award for her role in Gone with the Wind. This achievement was monumental, as it opened doors for future generations of black actors. However, her choice to accept stereotypical roles, often portraying maids or servants, made her a divisive figure. Many in the black community felt that these roles reinforced negative stereotypes and limited the representation of black people in Hollywood. They argued that by accepting such roles, McDaniel contributed to a system that marginalized black talent and reinforced racial stereotypes. On the other hand, some viewed her work as a necessary step in a time when opportunities for black actors were scarce. This division reflects the challenging dynamics of black representation in Hollywood, where the struggle for dignity and respect often collided with the harsh realities of the entertainment industry. The conversations around her legacy continue to evoke strong feelings, highlighting the complexities of race, representation, and the choices made by artists in a racially charged environment. Defending her career choices, McDaniel faced criticism for her roles, particularly for portraying maids in films. She explained that earning $700 a week for these roles was far better than the meager wages she would receive as a real maid. This perspective highlighted her understanding of the economic realities faced by many black women at the time. McDaniel's decision to take on these roles was not just about personal gain. It was also a strategic choice that allowed her to gain visibility in Hollywood. Despite the backlash, she remained committed to her craft and her community. Later in her life, she used her earnings to support various black causes, demonstrating her dedication to uplifting her community. McDaniel's actions showed that she was not just an actress, but also a person who cared deeply about the struggles of her people. Her legacy is a testament to the complexities of navigating a career in a challenging industry while remaining true to one's roots and values. Some actresses, like Francine Everett, faced a tough choice in their careers. They refused to take on stereotypical roles that often limited their talent and representation. Instead, they chose to work in race films, which were made specifically for black audiences. This decision was not easy, as it often meant sacrificing the chance for mainstream success. Many of these actresses believed in staying true to their principles, even if it meant facing hardships in their careers. Hattie McDaniel, a prominent figure in Hollywood, navigated this challenging landscape differently. She became famous for her role in Gone with the Wind, where she played Mammy, a character that many saw as a stereotype. While McDaniel achieved great success, and was the first black person to win an Academy Award, her choice to accept such roles sparked debate. Some praised her for breaking barriers, while others criticized her for reinforcing negative stereotypes. This dilemma highlights the difficult choices black actors faced during that era. They had to weigh the importance of their principles against the desire for recognition and success in a predominantly white industry. The paths they chose often shaped their careers and the way they were viewed by audiences. The struggle for representation and respect in Hollywood continues to resonate today, reminding us of the complex history of black actresses and their contributions to film. McDaniel's legacy remains complicated. She is often criticized for perpetuating stereotypes that were common in her time. Many people feel that her roles in films reinforce negative images of black individuals. However, it is essential to recognize that she broke significant barriers in an industry that was largely hostile to black talent. Hattie McDaniel was the first African American to win an Academy Award, receiving the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind. This achievement was groundbreaking and opened doors for future generations of black actors. Her career reflects the limited options available to black actors during the early to mid-20th century. McDaniel often found herself cast in roles that were subservient or stereotypical, yet she brought depth and humanity to her characters. Despite the constraints of her time, she navigated a challenging landscape and achieved remarkable success. Her work in film and radio showcased her talent and resilience, making her a significant figure in Hollywood history. The complexity of her legacy invites ongoing discussion about race, representation, and the evolution of the entertainment industry. McDaniel's career choices were often made out of survival. In a time when opportunities for black actors were extremely limited, she found herself navigating a challenging landscape. Many roles available to her were steeped in stereotypes that did not reflect the full humanity of black people. Despite this, McDaniel took on these roles, understanding that they provided her with a means to support herself and her family. Her decision to accept parts that perpetuated these stereotypes highlights the difficult choices faced by black performers in Hollywood. She became known for her portrayals of maids and other subservient characters, which, while often criticized, allowed her to maintain a steady career. McDaniel's sacrifices underscore the harsh realities of Hollywood's racial barriers. She worked tirelessly, knowing that each role, no matter how limiting, was a step toward greater visibility for black actors. Her journey reflects the broader struggle for survival in an industry that often marginalized black talent. Through her work, she opened doors for future generations, even as she faced the constraints of her time. McDaniel's portrayal of Mammy in Gone with the Wind remains a topic of heated discussion. Many people see her role as a reflection of harmful stereotypes that have long been associated with African American women in film. The character of Mammy is often viewed as a submissive servant, which some argue reinforces negative images of black individuals in society. Critics believe that this portrayal contributes to a limited understanding of black culture and history, reducing complex individuals to mere caricatures. On the other hand, there are those who appreciate McDaniel's talent and the challenges she faced during her career. In a time when opportunities for black actresses were scarce, McDaniel managed to secure a significant role in a major film. Her performance was widely recognized, and she became the first African American to win an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. This achievement is seen by some as a breakthrough, showcasing her skill and determination in an industry that often marginalized black talent. While the debate continues, McDaniel's legacy is a complex one, reflecting both the limitations of her time and her remarkable ability to navigate a difficult landscape. The discussions surrounding her role in Gone with the Wind highlight the ongoing struggle for representation and the impact of historical portrayals on contemporary views of race and identity. McDaniel's fame had a significant impact on the choices made by black actresses in Hollywood. Her success brought attention to the complex decisions that many faced in an industry often defined by racial stereotypes. While McDaniel accepted roles that were available to her, this opened a dialogue about dignity and representation. Stars like Lena Horne and Eartha Kitt took a different approach. They refused roles that they felt compromised their dignity and integrity. Horne, known for her beauty and talent, often turned down parts that portrayed black women in a negative light. Kitt, with her fierce independence, also sought to redefine how black women were seen on screen. These actresses showed that there were different paths available, each shaped by personal values and the desire for respect. The choices made by McDaniel, Horne, and Kitt illustrate the varied responses to the challenges of being a black actress in a predominantly white industry. Their legacies continue to influence discussions about race and representation in film today. McDaniel's accomplishments must be viewed in the context of her time. She was the first African American to win an Academy Award, receiving the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Gone with the Wind. This achievement was monumental, yet it came during a period when racial segregation was rampant in the United States. Despite the limitations imposed on black actors, McDaniel carved out a space for herself in Hollywood. Her roles often reflected the stereotypes of the era, portraying maids and servants, which were the only parts available to black actresses at the time. However, her performances were filled with depth and nuance, showcasing her talent and resilience. McDaniel's ability to navigate a segregated industry while achieving such recognition is a testament to her strength and determination. She faced significant challenges, including being denied the opportunity to attend the film's premiere in Atlanta due to segregation laws. Yet, she remained a trailblazer, using her platform to advocate for better roles for black actors. McDaniel's legacy is not just about her Oscar win, but also about the barriers she broke down for future generations of black talent in an industry that often marginalized them. Her story reflects both the struggles and triumphs of black artists in a time of great adversity, highlighting the importance of context in understanding her groundbreaking achievements. Hattie McDaniel's life and career serve as a poignant reflection on the challenges faced by black artists in Hollywood. After winning the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind, McDaniel achieved a milestone that many believed was a positive step for representation in film. However, the role itself embodied the very stereotypes that many wanted to dismantle. McDaniel often faced criticism for accepting roles that seemed to reinforce harmful images of black women, sparking discussions about the sacrifices black actors made for success in a discriminatory industry. Despite her triumph, McDaniel suffered from ongoing racism. She was denied the opportunity to sit with her white co-stars at the Oscar ceremony, a moment that highlighted the prejudices present in Hollywood. Later in her career, as the cultural landscape began to shift, the roles available to her diminished, leaving her struggling to find meaningful work. Hattie McDaniel's story is one of both achievement and struggle, illustrating the complex dynamics of race, identity, and success in American cinema. Her legacy prompts us to consider the impact of representation and the continuing fight against racial stereotypes in the film